I know one of the singers say, if you like it, you should put a ring on it. I'm sure you know that one, right? Not a ring as in a phone
Yeah,
call. Put a
I know that one. I know that one. I know that.
okay. Welcome to another edition of our Let's Talk show. I'm your host, Andrew James, and tonight I'm pleased to have with us in the studio Miss Timolin Gill Irwin.
Good evening, Andrew. Good evening, everyone. It is a pleasure to be here. And as Andrew said, I am Timolin Gill Irwin. Most of you may know me as Timolin Gill. Irwin is my married name.
Welcome aboard. It's so nice to see you. Can you tell us a little bit about yourself as it relates to your experience at Mackenzie High School, please?
Well, I started Mackenzie High School in 95. I finished in the year 2000. I was one who took part in sport, costume competition. I did poetry and dance as well. So that was basically it. I entered in the Emerald stream and went on to the business stream. And like I said before, I finished in the year 2000.
Excellent. Dancing and poetry. Yeah. You want me to put you in the spot? Can you tell us a little quick poem there?
That is definitely in the spot. All right. I think I did one, The Grass Cutter. And I
All
think
right.
that was by from Barkley. And I'm just going to say the first line because I think
Sure.
that's all I remembered. But it says, I hear the swish, swash, swish. Yeah.
Of the grasshopper.
Grass cutter, cutter.
Oh, grasshopper. Well, you see, there you go. It's a good thing we're not saying this together. You probably get disqualified.
You know,
Yes.
and lose my spot. But I mean that was good time. That was I actually won and represented Linden in Georgetown. So
Mm,
that was a great time.
very
And
good.
I also went to nationals when I was in third form for long jumping and got third.
Uh-oh. You go, girl. Keep jumping. How was Mackenzie High School prepare you for the real life of work and what it is exactly that you do in your current job?
Well, currently I am in childcare. I'm a full-time student, but I've taught for over 14 years in the early childhood settings. The last class that I taught was grade one. And Mackenzie High School has prepared me in many ways, holistically, because like I said, I took part in all these different things. So I was able to learn in various areas. We had some great teachers, and I remember Mr. Alert. He was my math teacher, and I always remember him being just calm, just calm and patient. And with that, as an early childhood educator, you have to be calm and patient with these young ones. So it has prepared me a lot, and each teacher has taught me different things. I'm sure I'm not going to go into each and every one of them. But yeah, I remember Mr. Lord being just this patient man because I was someone who hated math. And it was, I was just terrible at math.
Give you 5 seconds of fame. I know it's approaching Christmas time. You want to put you in the spot. You want to shout out anybody in Turks and Caicos, Guyana, Canada, wherever you want. This is your couple seconds. Go ahead.
All right. I just want to, wish uh, my family there in Guyana Merry Christmas. Those of you in Linden, Christianburg to be exact, and my parents and family members in the Turks and Caicos and friends. Merry Christmas to you guys, Mr. and Mrs. Gill, to my sons, I should say, and daughter. Merry Christmas. My husband, Merry Christmas. Turks and Caicos, Guyana.
Very good. Nicely said. Mrs. Gill, so excited to have you on the show. I know you've had an interesting run at Mackenzie High School, a bit of good and a bit of ups and downs, if I may. I know we were all God's little angels when we attended Mackenzie High School. Tell us exactly about your story at Mackenzie High School, it being exactly what happened. I know you have a really good story on Facebook, and I'd love for you to share with our listening community, if you don't mind.
Okay, yeah, well, I I wouldn't say I was too quiet, but I was somewhat quiet. I did not talk much, or I should say I chose the things that I would say. And you know, when I got, well, in fifth form, I got pregnant, and no one knew. No one knew what I was going through, family, friends, no one. When I said no one, I mean no one. So it was during my CXC. I went through CXC, pregnant. I remembered during my math exam, I had to get up and just go to the bathroom. And, you know, it was a challenging time to go through that and not saying anything to anyone, you know. But I am grateful that I am one of those that had family to kind of support me during during that difficult time. I had the support of family, and I know not everyone is privileged to have that support, but I was able to complete my CXCs. I came out with 8 CXCs, so I was able to complete that.
Excellent. How old were you during your time in the Form 5? I think you were talking about a
15. I was 15 years old.
Okay.
Yeah, I finished at 15.
Congratulations to Mr. Timothy. I know he must be a big boy. He's probably must be bigger and maybe more handsome than I am. So congratulations to him. Please.
Yeah, he just turned 20. We're still in November. Yeah, he just turned 20 a couple weeks ago. And he's doing great. He went off to study in the UK. He did like a 2 years course. He's back in Turks and Caicos at the moment and planning on moving back to the UK. But that's just basically his plans, but he is doing well.
Please extend birthday wishes to him from everyone at the North American chapter. We're proud of his mom, and we're extremely proud of him and the fact that he's now a big boy and studying in the United Kingdom. Good news story, and we're so glad to talk about Mr. Timothy. Shout out Mr. Timothy, by the way. Ms. Gill, let's get on with the show and let's get right into the nitty-gritty of things. What would you say to a 15-year-old that's pregnant? It being in Guyana, United States, United Kingdom, 15-year-old and pregnant. What would your advice be to that young person?
Well, being someone who was in that position, I know it's not easy. It's some persons may feel guilty and may tend to be blaming themselves, and you may have persons around you as well who are speaking negatively to you and about your situation. But I just want to encourage you to still go after your dreams. You know, yes, you're pregnant now. You deal with that course now, but when you're done with that, still go after your dreams. I know not everyone, like I said before, not everyone is privileged to have that support of your family. So if you are one who do not have the support of your family, still go after your dreams. Speak positively over yourself. You know, you can do this. You can do it. The main thing is focusing on what is it that you want. So you have your child, whatever, if it's it that you have to work instead of study, you do that, but make sure you find a way to go after your dreams. And I am very big on affirmation because I believe that um, our words have power. So I encourage persons to speak positively about yourself, regardless of what persons may be saying, regardless. I was sharing with Mr. James that when I got pregnant, persons were saying, oh, she's pregnant for a married man, and you know, all these negative stuff going on. And it can really send you into a depressing mode. But I want to encourage you to ignore the naysayers. Yes, you made a mistake. Yes, you are pregnant, but it does not have to end there. It does not have to end there. And I can tell you, sometimes you may feel like giving up, but speak over yourself. You can do it. Whatever is it that you're set out to do, whatever is it that you want to do, you can do it. Don't you give up because you are pregnant. You have your child and then you move forward. A little, I believe a little step every day can turn out to be your big step. But just keep moving forward. Don't settle. Don't just settle in becoming a mother at 15 and then you know you're having more children. Don't just settle. Still go after your dream.
Nicely said. Good words of encouragement. Just because this is a Mackenzie High School show for the alumni community, and of course for the young students at Mackenzie High School. Um, you know, before the pregnancy comes, the three-letter words. We all know the three-letter words. What would you say to someone that's 15 years old and sexually active?
Well, I would say to practice abstinence. I mean, I know it's hard when you're already in it, but I would encourage any young person at this point to practice abstinence because I've been there, you know, and I've had persons telling me, you know, don't have sex, don't do this, don't do that. And I did not listen. I got pregnant. And I can tell you at that age, whether it's it that the guy is the same age or he's older, they're just looking for one thing.
Mhm.
And once they get that, it's over. It's never, most times, it's not in their thoughts to have a long-term relationship. So the best thing to do is practice abstinence and you know just value yourself, regardless of what persons around you are doing and saying. They might think you're not the cool kid. You settle for that. You settle for that and you practice abstinence and focus on just what is it that you want to do. Everything else will come after. Everything else will come after. And I can tell you that because, like I said, I've been in that position, got pregnant, father wasn't there
Mhm.
to take care of the child.
Mhm.
And most times, being a teenage mother, that's
Mhm.
how it ends up most times. So I encourage you guys to practice abstinence and just focus on your dreams, going after your dreams, doing what is it that you want to do, and everything else will come after. Every
Very
you get
nice.
your family, and it's going to come. But I encourage you. I was in your position when I was not listening to anyone. So I can indeed tell you that it is time now to listen
There's a song that goes like this. Take your time, young man. My mama used to say. You know that song?
I don't know that.
Come on.
I unless you're probably singing with a different tune, you probably
Ah, you
need
know what?
to,
I
you
I
know,
don't know any songs myself. I
you're
heard
maybe
a
not
song.
a singer, so it's probably not that tune. But I don't know the song.
Yes, it is. The song goes like this. Take your time, young man. My mama used to say, don't you rush to grow. I can't remember the rest, you know.
Indeed, guys, what Andrew is singing or trying to sing, but take your time. Take your time. I mean, that will come.
Yeah.
That will come. Just take your time.
What is the
Take,
one thing you think young guys are looking for? You talk about this one thing these young kids are wanting, the young guys are. What is it?
it, they have all these hormones, all these things going on. They're just looking for sex.
All right.
It's just like satisfaction. They just want to satisfy themselves, and that's it. And maybe well, even our young men, even our young men need to be encouraged as well. They all need to practice abstinence, and
Mhm.
they need to learn to respect women. I a lot of times when you're that age, you feel like having sex is the cool thing, and you'll be able to just be hang around with the cool children, but it's not worth it. It's not worth it.
Just want to piggyback on what you said there. I did got agriculture science in Mackenzie High School. If you ever notice, the young coconut trees, they don't bear coconuts at 1 year old. I guess the youngest one is 2 year old. Our advice is just keep your hands in your pockets. With sex comes pregnancy, and that's the message. If you're not able to take responsibility of a young girl and her kids, you know what? Stick to your own product. Zip it up. You know what? Focus on life. Put yourself in a position whereby you can be responsible for the young girl that you're so much in love with, and you think you're a macho man and you can take responsibility. Set yourself up first. Buy your home. Buy yourself a nice car. Get a good job, and then
Marry her. Marry her.
oh, thank you very much. Take her to church.
Marry her and show
Marry
her
her.
that she's the one. And young women, when he does that, then well, he's yours, and you have your family.
I know one of the singers say, if you like it, you should put a ring on it. I'm sure you know that one, right? Not a ring as in a phone
Yeah,
call.
I
Put a
know, I know, I know, I know that one. I know that one. I know that.
okay, at least you know that
But
one.
I just want to chip in. I know that encouragement is for persons that are having sex,
Mm.
but it's not to make any other person feel less of themselves, because I know things happen. Persons are in different situation. So it's not to make anyone feel less of themselves, but just to encourage persons who are having sex to kind of just abstain, and focus on whatever is it they want, and seek. You marry first and you do all of that. But if you find yourself in the situation where you are pregnant, and even for persons who may just they're probably not in school but just left, got a child, and then they happen to have another child. Listen, regardless of your situation,
Mhm.
you can still go after your dreams. So don't feel like you don't feel less. Don't feel like, oh, they're talking down. No, I'm speaking to all of you, everyone. You can go after your dreams regardless of what situation you find yourself in. Whether it's that you have one child, you have two children, and you're not married, you're not, it doesn't matter. Just see yourself where you are at now, and then you move from there.
Very nicely said. Really appreciate your words of encouragement.
To the children of students, I
Mhm.
just get children of Mackenzie High School,
Mhm.
I just want to encourage you guys. I know that we are facing a pandemic at the moment, and everyone have their own challenges. I'm not sure if they're studying online. Well, most persons are studying online, but I just want to encourage you guys to continue pushing, continue going forward. And I am all it always have to come back to affirmation for me, because that is something that I have been big on in speaking and writing affirmations, speaking what is it that I want to see. So I encourage you to speak whatever is it that you want to see in your life. What is it that you want to further your study, wherever you want to go, University of Guyana, you need a scholarship out, whatever, affirm it. It can happen. And know that nothing is impossible. There's just nothing. I have a friend that would say, impossible means I'm possible.
Amen.
So know that everything is possible. Whatever is it that you want to do, you can do it. Regardless that we're in a pandemic, it's just I feel like we're going through this pandemic and it's teaching us to kind of shift gears, to look at things from a different perspective, find other ways to do things, because sometimes we just settle. So don't settle for less, keep going.
Sky is the limit. Change the
Amen.
meaning of impossible to I am possible. You know what? You should probably open a church somewhere.
How is my calling?
Okay. Okay. What do you think we can do as a group or an association to influence change in the life of one current Mackenzie High School student, or current students as in more than one?
For me, looking back at what I've been through and just seeing things, just looking back at how things went then. I'm not sure if it's happening now, but I do believe that there should be mentorship programs. There should be children should learn the basic social and communication skills and stuff like that. So not I know we have the typical subjects like math, English, geography, and all these other subjects,
Hmm.
but there should be um, like a setting whereby children can just learn these basic skills, and even and a mentorship program. It might be having one teacher mentoring a child, or someone, even someone from the community. It doesn't have to be a teacher, but someone from the community being connected to a child to mentor them, because some children just need the help and some don't have it like at home, but they need that push. They need someone to encourage them and let them know that they're special and they can do this.
Very nicely said. Just want to encourage you that you're special. Really like the new look. The locks are coming along very nice there.
Thank you. Yeah, and this was actually started by someone in Guyana, in Linden. Um, Citra or Salmo. Yeah.
Very nice. I need to get in touch with Citra Omalmo or whatever the person name is, because when I grow up, I want to have nice locks like you. Miss Gill Irwin, on behalf of the Mackenzie High School Alumni Association North American Chapter, I want to take this opportunity to thank you very much for joining with us this evening. It was a fantastic conversation. I look forward to having more with you. You are a blessing, and I'm sure my hope is that this video will be able to influence change in the life of some young person watching, wherever they may be. God bless you. Stay safe. Say hello to all three of your children, including your husband, and especially to Mr. Timothy. I'd love to meet him one day. Um, his mom is a fantastic lady, and I'm sure he is as well. God bless you. Stay safe, and we will be in touch.
Thank you so much, Andrew. It has been a pleasure being on here. And, you know, before I go, I must encourage persons to contribute to the good cause that you guys are doing. You know, the Mackenzie High School Alumni Association, the North American chapter, they have been raising fund to donate. You know, we're donating to this cause of providing the children with laptops. Going through a pandemic, studying online, we know that they need it, and not everyone is privileged to have one. Not everyone is privileged to buy or purchase laptops. So we are here raising funds. So if you guys want to donate, just reach out, and you know, you'll be able to be a part of a good cause.
Very nicely said. We're looking for a PR person. I'll stick your name in there. And I commend you for doing a nice little plug for us. Stay safe. Good night.
Yeah,
God bless you.
anytime. All
We'll
right, good
talk
night.
soon.